Hello and welcome to today's League of Legends Roundup, where I cover the games that took place in the LPL and LCK for March 4th. We had a lot of good games in both regions. These series were tight, even though 2-0 by JDG was tight, and an upset nevertheless. Thunder Talk played LNG well, and FPX upset BLG. So we had three solid series in the LPL. The LCK, the games weren't clean, but both 2-0s. If you haven't watched one of these videos before, I take notes clearly on the games that took place and save the time of watching, say, a 47-minute game between Victory 5 and JDG, or a 42-minute game between Thunder Talk and LNG, or a 38-minute game here, 40-something minute game in the LCK. That's what this is about, saving you time. Like, you could watch a highlight video and see the plays for yourself, but that video is going to be, for a 3-game series, that video might be 20 minutes long, half hour long. And this whole video's goal is to be under 30 minutes. Sometimes it doesn't end up that way, but that's the goal. So, Series 1, Victory 5, JDG. So, Game 1, you see it's 22-25. That means JDG pulled off some shenanigans in the end game to be able to pull this one off in G1. At 4 minutes, they got a 2v2 kill to start this game off. Took a mountain, so they got ahead. Victory 5 would respond by going top. After the reset, JDG would take a Rift Herald. Victory 5 then would get active more so, Karsa going top and bot. After the reset, JDG would take their second Drake and Infernal. At 12 minutes, 13 minutes, there was a trade of kills in the bot 2v2. Victory 5 would then get another kill to win the whole engage 2-1. At 14 minutes, Victory 5 would then go bot lane again, winning a fight 2-0. This put them up 7-3 in kills. Kanavi was 2-0-2 at the time. The only person with multiple kills, really, that didn't have deaths. And Gold was tied, despite it being 7-3. So JDG is doing work, staying in the game, which is what ended up happening all the way throughout. At 17 minutes, Victory 5 would take a Hex Tech. So now it's 2-1 in Drakes. At 19 minutes, there was a solo kill by... Is it a solo kill? Yes. Rich solo killed 369. There were a lot of solo kills across all the games today. And Rich solo killed 369 at 19 minutes. And that caused them to be able to get a Rift Herald. At 20 minutes, there was a 1-1 in top. Victory 5 were now up 11-5 in kills. 1k gold. Fodic was 6-1-3. So Fodic started adding kills. Like I said, he had a couple deaths in the early part. That's why I didn't mention him at the moment when I said Victory 5 were up 7-3. But now Fodic is starting to stack the kills and not die. 21 minutes, Victory 5 get another pick. They take a Hex Tech Drake 3-0. Rich with a double kill at 21 minutes. At 27 minutes, JDG take a Baron, winning a fight 3-0. 369 with a triple kill to get that Baron on the Kennen, which tied up the gold. At 28 minutes, JDG would go to Hex Tech Soul Point. Victory 5 would punish them 2-0. Victory 5 then would go to Hex Tech Soul Point themselves uncontested as the next thing that happened, so there were no kills in that window of time. At 38 minutes, Victory 5 would take a Baron after getting a pick, and then winning a fight 3-2, where Hope and Fodic both had double kills. After the Baron would... So actually, reading my lines here, this is rarely happens. I have 2 purple lines there. So, Victory 5 took the Baron, and what had transpired to do so was there was a pick. They were forced off it. They won a fight 3-2, where Fodic and Hope had double kills. And then they took it, and then we win a fight 2-1 afterwards. Fodic with 2 more kills. They're up 5k gold, 22-11 in kills, and Fodic is 11-3-2. So this is all Victory 5. Victory 5 are cruising. And then at 38 minutes, JDG say, oh, no way. They're going to take Hex Tech Soul, winning a fight 3-1. Hope with a double kill to do so. And in doing that, now, they have a Hex Tech Soul, and Victory 5 have some gold, but not enough in the end. 42 minutes, Victory 5 win a fight 2-0. Fodic with another double kill to take the Baron. 4.5k gold lead. If you remember when I just went through all that BS, well, not BS, but what happened to get the Baron a few minutes earlier, they were at a 5k lead. So in this window of time, JDG actually were able to cut into the deficit against a Baron and getting Hex Tech Soul. At 43 minutes, JDG would get 2 picks, Hope with both, which started getting Hope some power to match Fodic. And then at 45 minutes, JDG would take the Elder. Victory 5 winning the fight. Actually, Victory 5 didn't win the fight. JDG took the Elder. Victory 5 up now 25-18. And Fodic is 14-4-2. Like 14 kills and the guy loses. At 47 minutes, JDG win 4-0. 3-6-9 and Hope both with double kills to end it in that final fight after they took the Elder. 22-25. It is a mouthful of a game to go over. It was a lot to go over, but Victory 5 weren't able to get gold leads despite getting kills. Game 2, Victory 5 would start the game off strong. They would go bot lane and then take a Cloud with that power, go up top, get a Rift Herald. JDG would respond by getting a pick. At 13 minutes, there's a trade of kills in top. Victory 5 said, fine, we're going to take an Infernal. And then they went and took the other Rift Herald. So at 27 minutes, at 17 minutes, things are really in Victory 5's favor. However, there was a 4-4 in bot at this time. Yagao, Rich, and Karsa all with double kills. After the reset, JDG would take an Ocean. And now at 20 minutes, Victory 5 are up 8-6 in kills and 4.5k gold. So actually, they are in a much better position than even they were in Game 1. However, the teams would then allow picks back and forth for the next few minutes. JDG with 2, Victory 5 with 1. At 25 minutes, JDG would take an Ocean, winning a fight 3-2 to do so. Hope with a double kill to ensure that. JDG would then take a Baron off of that because they won the fight, took the Ocean. They're down 3k gold now. And with that Baron, they go to Ocean Soul Point uncontested. Once the Baron subsides, the gold's, 3.5 in the favor of Victory 5, but kills are 11-11. So kind of the opposite of the other game in that the kills are now close, but the gold is not. At 31 minutes, 3.5k isn't that much, but still it's a slight lead. At 31 minutes, Fodic would get a triple kill in mid, 3-1 fight. However, in 3 minutes later, because Victory 5 couldn't do anything with that, JDG took a Baron after getting a pick. They were down 3k gold by doing so. And then with that Baron, they ended a minute later, 3-0 in mid. Yagao with a double kill to end at 17-14. So JDG plays a solid series. Victory 5 falls. This comes after Weibo fell. LNG were able to sneak one out, but BLG fell. So we had some upsets this week. And, all it does is cloud what's going on. It's getting crazy towards the end of spring. Series 2, Thunder Talk and LNG. So, mismatch on paper, but not a mismatch on the Rift. Even the third game ended up being close. So, it was all top lane. A lot of top lane emphasis in this one. Ale ends up being MVP. At 3 minutes, Thunder Talk would get a pick to start the series off. And then the top laners would swap solo kills. Ale taking Nu out, and then Nu taking Ale out. Ale was on the Akali and Nu was on a Gwen. At 8 minutes, LNG would then outplay a bot dive. In doing so, Thunder Talks it fine. After the reset, will take an Ocean. The teams would trade picks in mid. And then at 13 minutes, Thunder Talk would get a pick. So there's a lot of action through 13 minutes. But then things would kind of stall out. Both teams exchanging Drakes. At 23 minutes, Thunder Talk were up 4-3 and gold was tied. 24 minutes, Ale would solo kill Nu again. At 26 minutes, Thunder Talk would go to Soul Point. LNG would punish them 3-0, Light with a double kill in that fight. By doing that, they got Prio over the Baron. They took the Baron. That gave them a slight gold lead. 27 minutes against the Baron, Nu would solo kill Duenby. And LNG would then get a fight in mid 1-0. But that kind of, the Baron wasn't as powerful now that LNG took it, but Nu solo killed Duenby. So, once the Baron subsided, LNG were up 9-6, 5k gold. Ale was 4-1-2. LNG then would take a Hex Tech uncontested. Next, Baron spawns. LNG win a fight 4-2 to take it. Puff and Ale both with double kills. This put them up 7k gold. Puff for TT was on a Vayne in game 1, by the way. Interesting pick. With the Baron, LNG went to Hextech Soul Point. At 37 minutes, there was a fight in bot that went 4-3 for LNG. Nu and Light with double kills, and Puff with double kills. So 3 players with double kills in that fight. At 40 minutes, LNG are up 18-12. Ale is 9-1-3 on the Akali. I've mentioned Ale a lot of solo kills. like I said, he ends up being MVP. At 40 minutes, LNG take their third Baron after getting a pick. They're up 10k gold. They end 5-0 through top. Tarzan and Doonby both with double kills to do so. So, game 2, it doesn't look like a lot's written here. Not a lot really happened. I mean, I kind of cut it. I kind of cheated on one thing, but otherwise, that's all that really happened. So, Thundertalk win game 2, 12-5. They start it by going mid at 6 minutes. They take an ocean. The teams then would trade 3 picks. This is where I cheated. I didn't put down exactly what minutes they happened. But the teams would exchange 3 picks over the early to mid game. Thundertalk with 2 and LNG with 1. After doing that, Thundertalk would take a mountain. And then at 18 minutes, Thundertalk would go bot. That's put them up 5-1 in kills, 2k gold. After the reset, LNG took a cloud. LNG then would fight back in 19 minutes. Light with a double kill as part of a 3-1 win. At 20 minutes, Thundertalk would get a pick, go to cloud, so a point uncontested. At 27 minutes, because this game was still close, LNG would force a Baron, and Thundertalk actually had to steal it. Light had solo killed New in top, which allowed LNG to start the Baron, and Thundertalk had to steal it. Chieftain stealing it. And then 2 minutes later, Chieftain would get a double kill as Thundertalk took the Cloud Soul 4-0. So Thundertalk win game 2, 12-5. Game 3. Thundertalk would start the game off the same way they started game 2 off. They would take a trip to mid at 6 minutes. However, this time LNG would take the mountain in response, and Thundertalk said, fine, we'll go bot. At 12 minutes, there's a skirmish in top that went 1-1, and then Thundertalk would go top afterwards a second time, which led to a Hex Tech Drake. At 14 minutes, though, Ale would solo kill New. Ale in this game is on a Fiora, and New was on a Gragas. At 15 minutes, LNG would then get 2 picks and tie up kills 4-4 and go up 3k gold. So all that power that Thundertalk had built up in the early game went away. At 17 minutes, Thundertalk would take an Infernal after getting a kill. 3 minutes later, there's a skirmish in the jungle that went 1-1. Now, Thundertalk were up 6-5 in kills, and LNG were up 4.5k gold. So LNG's gold lead went from 3 to 4.5k in 5 minutes. At 23 minutes, LNG would take an Infernal after getting a pick. 2 minutes later, Thundertalk would take a Baron after a 1-1 fight, which made them down 4k gold. 27 minutes, so Ale would solo kill UCal. So Ale once again with another solo kill, which led to an LNG fight that went 4-2. Puff and Light both with double kills. And then at 28 minutes, Thundertalk would go to Soul Point, but LNG would win the fight 5-2, Light with a quadra kill to end it. Final score 17-11. LNG are able to take that game. So LNG squeaked by game to Thundertalk. Thundertalk gave them a run for their money. LNG are struggling. Everybody's struggling. Nobody is clean right now in any of these games. So actually, I would say the cleanest team is probably FPX, which we're going to get to now. So FPX and BLG go at it. I said in my power rankings, if you didn't see them Monday, I feel like FPX's biggest problem was Gory. I think Gory was bringing them down. I think not deciding on what jungler to use doesn't help. But they swapped out mid laners. They went with Care instead of Gory, and I believe that was the difference. So game 1, slow early game where BLG would take a Hextech and a Cloud, and the first fight would actually come at 16 minutes, where BLG would take a Rift Herald after a 1-1 skirmish. 3 minutes later, FPX would win a fight 2-1 in mid, and BLG would go to Infernal Soul Point. So at 20 minutes, it's 3-2 FPX. They're up 2k gold, but BLG are at Infernal Soul Point. 25 minutes, FPX take an Infernal. BLG punished them 3-0. Breathe with a double kill on Riven. By doing that, BLG go right to Baron and take a Baron. After the Baron subsides, BLG actually take an Infernal Soul, winning a fight 4-2. LWX with both kills for FPX. After that fight, similar to how it had just happened before, BLG take a Baron, winning a fight 3-1 because they got Prio on it. Fofo with a double kill. That put them up 5k gold. At 32 minutes after that Baron fight, BLG are up 12-6 in kills. Crisp is 1-4-11 on the Leona, 100% kill participation. 38 minutes, FPX would take the Elder, but that was just kind of just being silly by Jahalu. The fight had already ended, and he just had kind of lived through it, and BLG backdoored. So BLG win the fight 4-1, Weiwei with a double kill, and then say, screw it, we're just going to TP into the base and leave Jalahu behind. So BLG win game 1, 16-7. Game 2, 25-8. Another top lane duel. So 7 minutes, FPX outplay a dive, and then FPX would get a couple picks, take an Infernal. So before 10 minutes, FPX are getting ahead. 10 minutes, BLG go mid. At 13 minutes, there's a skirmish and bot that goes 1-1, and Jalahu would solo kill Breathe in the top lane. Jalahu on a Fiora, Breathe on a Camille, so we have a skill matchup. BLG take a Cloud after the reset. 15 minutes, FPX go mid. At 16 minutes, FPX would dive bot 2-0, and BLG would respond by diving top. So at 17 minutes, FPX are up 10-3, so there's been a lot of action. They're up 2k gold. Jalahu is 4-0-2 on the Fiora. 19 minutes, FPX take a Hex Tech, winning a fight 2-1. 2-1. Oh, okay, I see what it wrote. So at 19 minutes, FPX take a Hex Tech. They won a fight 2-1 to take it and then got a kill afterwards. LWX with a double kill. 20 minutes, Breathe would solo kill Jalahu back. 22 minutes, FPX take a Baron after winning a fight 3-0, giving themselves a slight gold lead. BLG would get a pick during that Baron. FPX would respond by going to Hextech Soul Point. And then at 26 minutes, after the Baron subsides, FPX wins a fight in top 4-1. Jalahu with a double kill. They would expose the Nexus, be forced back, and then not even fully reset and win a fight 3-0 in mid. Jalahu with another double kill to clean out house and end. Final score 25-8. Game 3, FPX would outplay a bot dive again at 4 minutes. That would be exchange 1-1. At 5 minutes, BLG would go win a fight in the jungle 2-1, and then a couple minutes later get a 2v2 kill, which led to Prio over the Drake, which meant they took a Cloud. However, nothing would happen in the next few minutes. FPX would take a Hex Tech in response. 14 minutes, BLG would go mid, which put themselves up 5k gold by 14 minutes and 5-2 in kills. But they threw. FPX would win a fight in the jungle 2-0 at 15 minutes. They'd win a fight 3-0 for the Infernal 3 minutes later. Care with a double kill in that fight. By the way, I said Care, I was saying the nice things about Care and it completely escaped me. Game 2, Care played great on the Silas. I mean, he played great. I mean, honestly, I'll get into what I think about FPX after this. I go over this last couple lines here, but so Care gets a double kill. They take the Infernal at 21 minutes now. FPX up 7-5. BLG has a slight 1.5k gold lead. FPX go to Infernal Soul Point uncontested, and then at 29 minutes, the next fight would happen around the Drake. FPX taking the Infernal Soul 5-1. Jalahu with a triple kill. That power gave FPX the Baron, 4k gold lead, and then they would end with the Baron 4-0 in mid. Final score 16-6. If FPX continues to play with Jalahu and Care in the solo lanes, FPX are going to be nasty going down the stretch. And I'm actually curious how they do in summer when they're together more. They have a really good young nucleus of players, and that was great. That was great. I think Jalahu and let's see how Care does in their next series. BLG, on the other hand, they're struggling, and a lot of people are giving them love because of Uzi, but Uzi is not playing, and Doggo is, and Doggo's good. I mean, they're 7-4, 5 in the LPL. They're a top upper half team in the LPL, which means they're probably a top 20 team in the world, but they are not a top 6 team or 7 team like I see on some power rankings. They aren't. They simply are not. So that's it for the LPL today. Now on to the LCK. Okay, so the LCK today, we had DRX and KT. KT doing something that I liked, that I called for in my power rankings. They swapped out mid laners. They went with Visco in place of Arya, and they played all right. I mean, both games were close, at least, but DRX come out on top. So let's get into it. The teams would exchange bot dives in the early portions of the game. At 7 minutes, Rascal would solo kill Kingen, and that led to a mountain, and then KT went bot after that mountain at 9 minutes. At 11 minutes, there would be a skirmish that occurred in bot lane where the teams would exchange kills in the 2v2, and then the fight would end up being 4-3 in DRX's favor. Zika with a double kill. Zika played amazing on the Akali in this game. He got Akali in both games, actually. And ends up being MVP. So, KT take a cloud after all this fighting in bot and a reset. So, at 19 minutes, the game is 6-6. KT has a slight gold lead, and Cuz is 3-1-1 on the Lee Sin. KT then go to Hextech Soul Point, and at 24 minutes, the next fight would occur where DRX would win the Drake, but lose the fight 3-1. 2 minutes later, DRX get a pick, which leads them to take the Baron and cut the gold lead down to gold deficit to 2.5k. During the Baron, DRX would win a fight in mid 2-1, Zika with a double kill. At 30 minutes, DRX would take a Hextech Drake, winning a fight 3-1, Deft with a double kill, shortly after that Baron had expired. 31 minutes, DRX tried to actually end after winning that fight and taking that Drake. Cuz would get a double kill with the Nexus exposed to force them away and force a reset, which made the score 14-13 in DRX's favor. Gold pretty much even, but the Nexus exposed for KT. Zika 6-3-2 on the Akali, and Cuz 6-1-3 on the Lee Sin. 33 minutes, there's a fight that goes 2-0 for KT, so they take the Baron. DRX punish them 2-1, Zika with a double kill after. So KT are up 3k gold, but the Baron has been limited. DRX go to Hextech Soul Point during that Baron, and then at 40 minutes, the final fight occurs where DRX win 3-0, take the Hextech Soul, clean out house, and end 22-16. Game 2, DRX would go bot at 6 minutes. KT would take a mountain after a solo kill by Viscal over Zika. At 10 minutes, KT win a fight in bot 2-0. DRX respond by going mid. They would take an Ocean after the reset. At 15 minutes, KT would go mid. And then at 16 minutes, DRX would go bot 2-0. Deft with a double kill on K-Sa. So we had K-Sa in this one. Score was 4-4, 16 minutes, but DRX had 3k gold lead. So, I mean, shoot. KT are playing competitively in both games, but DRX are just finding ways to get a lead. Let's just put it that way. So at 18 minutes, DRX taking Infernal, winning a fight 2-1. 21 minutes, a major fight where KT would win 4-2, aiming and Zika both with double kills. At 23 minutes, there's a fight that went 1-1 in mid. DRX would go to Infernal Soul Point after that. 24 minutes, Kingen would get a double kill as part of a 4-1 team fight win for DRX to take a Baron. This put them up 6k gold, and then they would end after the Baron expired 5-0, Zika with a double kill. So Zika played very, very well for DRX. We'll see how he plays going forward. Maybe just ban the Akali, because Zika he played good on the Corki earlier in the year, but as the meta changes, maybe it'll benefit him. But this was a good win, because they're the 4th place team, and the 4th place team has been cursed all year, but DRX look good. And so this series here, both teams upset me. Both teams do. So Damwon 2-0s. I sing their praises when they smoked Shote's sandbox earlier in the week. I think everyone did. They're like, wow, Damwon's back. They completely crushed Sandbox. Yeah, well, they struggled against HLE in this series. And HLE are upsetting me because they went with their starting 5 that they've lost most of these games with in the early part of the season. Play the academy, guys, and see what you have the rest of the way. You're out of the playoffs. I don't understand it. So, at 6 minutes, HLE go bot. DK respond by going mid. A typical slow LCK game. The next few minutes, DK would take a Cloud, take an Infernal. So between 8 and 18 minutes, no kills occurred. At 18 minutes, DK would take a Rift Herald 1-0. Use that to go to Ocean Soul Point. And at 24 minutes, DK are up 2-1 in kills. 4.5k gold, though, because they're just better. But at 28 minutes, HLE would start coming back, winning a fight for the Ocean. Karis with a triple kill on LeBlanc. That would lead to a Baron and a 2k gold lead. 5 minutes later, HLE would take another Ocean, but Damwon would punish them 4-0. Duck down with a double kill. He ends up being MVP. By doing so, they were able to take a Baron, which tied gold back up again after HLE had gotten that Baron earlier. So DK are up 7-5. Gold's tied. Duck down is 5-1-2 on the Ezreal. After the Baron subsides, DK would take the Ocean Soul, winning a fight 4-0, which led to a Baron, a 4.5k lead. HLE were able to fight that Baron and the Ocean Soul in top 2-0, forcing a reset. And at 47 minutes, HLE actually would take a Elder, but Damwon would backdoor them as it occurred. That's why the score is 11-11. Damwon backdoored. HLE won a fight at the Elder 3-0 with what was left. And DK won 11-11. Game 2, DK would go top at 5 minutes. HLE said, fine, we'll go bot. Took an Infernal. HLE then go bot again and get a kill. At 9 minutes, Birdall would solo kill Doodoo. This was the Birdall show in Game 2. I almost made him MVP, but I feel like this has a lot to do with Canyon more so than Birdall. So DK went top at 5 minutes. And like I said, so they're up there already. This put Birdall ahead. Birdall executes, kills Doodoo. Then they go top again in 11 minutes. HLE respond by getting a Hex Tech. And then at 13 minutes, DK go top another time, which leads to Birdall solo killing Doodoo again. So 14 minutes, we've had a lot of action top. HLE won a fight 2-0 in River at 15 minutes. A few minutes later, DK get a kill in mid. They're up 6-3 in kills. And Birdall is 5-0-0, and Doodoo is 0-5-0. Birdall on an Akali, and Doodoo on a Gwen. So just poor Doodoo. So after 18 minutes in this kill in mid, DK take a Cloud. 5-6 minutes later, HLE would go to Hextech. Not Hextech. Oh geez, that's a much better Drake than a Cloud. 24 minutes, HLE would go to Cloud Soul Point after getting a pick. 6 minutes later, DK would prevent the Soul by getting a kill to take another Cloud. This gave them prio over the ability to take the Baron, where Birdall would solo kill Karis. And they'd find another kill to be able to get up 5-3 in bodies and take the Baron. And then after the Baron subside, DK won a fight in bot 5-2, ducked down with a Quadra, Samdi with a double. Final score 14-6. This was a close game for a long time. Damwon did not impress me at all in this series. I don't even know. I'm making weird noises, but the God's honest truth. I mean, they did not look. The way they played against Sandbox is what we've been waiting for all year. And this series here is a microcosm of their season. This is their season. Winning a game 11-11 against HLE. Like, kills don't matter. No, but they're a good indicator of how close the game was. Like, the game was close. And it shouldn't have been close. So, that's my coverage of the LPL and LCK today for March 4th. This was part 1 of my League of Legends Roundup. Part 2 later, we'll have the LEC and LCS. LCS doesn't play today. They have their Super Week last. Oh, well, that makes things a lot easier today. Okay, well, the LEC will be in the second half of this series of videos today. So stay tuned for that, and like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Comment below if you have any opinions. I mean, what do you think about all these teams in China losing that shouldn't be, or how does JDG look, or what do you think about the FPX situation with Kara and Chalahu? And also, is what the heck's going on with Damwon, or what do you think about DRX? You know, just comment below if you have any opinions if you got this far. So, thanks for watching.